Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new DC live stream. I'm your host, Matt Batiri. If this is the first time you've arrived at this channel, this is the weekly altcoin technical analysis video. Feel free to comment below what your favorite altcoin is, and I'll do some technical analysis for you. But without further ado, let's look at Bitcoin. And what is Bitcoin doing? Well, Bitcoin has hit a little bit of resistance. We have hit this trend line from these last few peaks. So continuously trying to break to the upside, but not having a whole lot of success. This is obviously, I wouldn't say bearish, but I guess when you find resistance at a trend line, especially just this diagonal trend line, that shows a little bit of weakness. We need to really break above that. And on top of that, we just have the point of control of this entire sideways range above us as well. So let me just do the fixed range volume profile. I can drop that just a little bit. So we can see that the point of control, the most amount of Bitcoin has been traded around about $16,600. Right now, we are at a high volume node. So basically anything in this area is primed for a short. And short sellers are coming in hard and fast, but we'll see what happens. My indications knew that we were going to have a bit of a pump, swing failure pattern, the lows here. If you don't know what a swing failure pattern is where we go to break a previous low, looks like we're about to have a breakdown, but then we have a quick reversal to the upside. So we grab all the liquidity of all those short sellers, and then we have a quick pump because all the short sellers down here, their stop losses are getting hit, and they know the trend is reversal, so they're trying to jump on the train before the train leaves the station. So right now, looks like we hit this resistance. We're probably maybe got one more leg up to the point of control, but I think we're just going to more than likely roll over. The reason be it is stochastic RSI on the daily is getting up and close to the oversold territory. The 12-hour is also, moving to the upside, which is a good thing, right? These things are good things. This is like the bullish case. But when we go over to the 4-hour, we can see that the stochastic RSI is overextended. We do have some bearish divergences forming. So you can see how we've made lower lows here. But on the RSI, we're making slightly higher highs on the RSI, and this is bearish divergence. So what we need to do in order to reverse this trend is we would need Bitcoin to at least break above 17,000 to go back on the bull train, because this would create a higher high in price, a higher high in the RSI from this point here where we hit 17,000. So that would be good. But as long as this RSI is above this point, then we are in a bearish divergence. So that is not good at the moment. We need to blast through, but it doesn't look like it wants to do it at the moment, especially during Asian trading time. It's not the best time to obviously get much volatility, or the action is usually at night. So if you're watching, feel free to shoot me your favorite altcoins. I see we have one person on the line. So if this is your first time, we're here to do some altcoin technical analysis. But until I get a few altcoins, we'll just keep talking about Bitcoin. So the 1 hour, we're in the overbought territory. On the 1 hour, we're also in the overbought territory. We've got a little bit of a head and shoulders here on the stochastic RSI. So it looks like we'll probably have a bit of a pullback from here. Where could we get the pullback from? Well, let's have a look. We can draw a bit of a fib retracement. This will line up with these highs here. So look for a bounce maybe at 16,200. If we do come down here, and then we might push for one more try to break this trend line. But if we just create another lower high from here, then we're probably just going to roll over, which is more my stronger feeling. I think this is going to be as far as we go, maybe a little bit higher, maybe 17K, but I think we're still in the bearish mode. I don't see any any bullish case for us to continue moving to the upside. This is just purely liquidity grab, push to the upside one more time. People will start selling again, people who are bearish, and we're going to continue to all-time lows once again. Alrighty, so if that one person is watching wants to leave us a comment on what their favorite altcoin is, I can do some TA. I can jump into that right now. But why don't we jump on CoinMarketCap to start with. Let's see what our biggest movers of the day are. Curve. So that is pretty interesting. I wonder if they had any news. But look, it was a project that was at $12. And it's currently at 50 cents, so not a bad little pump overnight. Okay, we can see that it was at 40 cents. Now it went to 72 cents, and maybe there was some good news. Let's have a look if there were any news. Bitcoin, CRV, Y curves out, taken price shot up. Let's have a quick look see at this. Short squeeze. Here's Y curves out, taken price shot up. Curve down. That was plotted a CRV short squeeze here. Okay, so yeah, just a short squeeze. Nothing. Doesn't look no bullish news. Let's just say that. Alrighty, so let's have a look at Ethereum because we haven't spoken about Ethereum for a while. So we can see Ethereum once again revisited the weekly support, but it's not looking very good. Let's draw a simple trend line. We can see that we have, I wouldn't call it a descending triangle. We would need one more tap here to make it a descending triangle, but we do have this resistance trend line that is holding us down. So much the same for Ethereum, especially if the hacker is still selling off Ethereum. I think a lot of people are going to be exiting Ethereum for a little while. So my next sort of buy zone is around that 730 to 680 mark. We should see a bit of a bounce there for Ethereum. So that's not a bad thing. Cheaper Bitcoin, cheaper Ethereum is what I would like to see. If we zoom out on Ethereum a little bit, we can see we've got this trend line. Like I said, I'd like for us to hit this trend line, probably at 720-ish. That'll be a nice, easy long or even a spot buy. And maybe we'll bounce back up to this weekly. But if we do break this trend line, I've got zones at 680 and 397. Alrighty, what else can we look at in regards to altcoins? BNB is dropping, and that is one of my favorite coins. So let's have a quick look at BNB. Oh, okay. So you can see the BNB had a fake out from this rising triangle, grabbed a bit of liquidity. Everyone probably thought we were going to push, and then we've come back down, and now we've got a bit of an ugly shape on our hands here. I wouldn't even say we could. Let's see if we can do a quick parallel channel. Let's see if there's a parallel channel here. Yeah, kind of a little bit of a parallel channel. So we can remove that pattern. So we're in this sort of parallel channel a little bit. So if we do sort of have a move to the upside, look for resistance. But I think that Bitcoin is primed to make some new lows. I like some BNB. So if it does break down, we'll probably see another bounce at 184 again. But I do think that will probably come lower. 135 is one of my buy areas, and also it's got a similar pattern to Ethereum. It's got this trend line, so somewhere around $75 to $67 would be a really good buy opportunity for Ethereum for BNB. Alrighty, what else is moving today? Let's have a look. What's trending? So Ethereum up a little bit. Don't know what that is. FTX token, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Solana wouldn't touch it. It's associated with SSBF, Sam Bankman-Fried. So I wouldn't be touching it. Okay, Litecoin. So some of you who've been paying attention might remember that I said that Litecoin is one of the early movers when we are about to exit the bull market and get ready for the next bull run. It's doing well. I mean, it hit a bottom of $50 and now it's at 79. So it's gone up pretty wild in the last, let's see what, the last 7 days. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. Let's have a quick look at Litecoin. LTC, USD, alrighty. So on the charts, okay, on the daily, yeah, we're in green money flow. Working on that. Shush, Siri. God, these phone automations. Yeah, Litecoin looking pretty primed to continue here. I don't see it it doing too bad. Green money flow on the daily. It's looking real good. It's looking real good. So looks like it's pushed to continue. So where can we see the first pullback on Litecoin? Well, we can draw a fib from this peak here to the low. Oh, there we go. We've already hit the fib 618 retracement. So we're probably going to get a pullback from here. If we get a pullback, where could we see us come back to? Well, we'll go for just the easiest fib retracements, and maybe $70, $68. If it's a pretty bad pullback, we could come back down to these levels, which was around $60. So good on Litecoin for doing pretty well. Like I said, we have spoken about it being the first mover when exiting the bear market. So this could be, like I said, we've been saying it for a while. We're closer to the end of the bull market than the close part. So we're closer to the end of the bull market, bear market than the start. So this is, this is good. If Litecoin can continue, this is just, like it's done previously. It's just the early mover when it comes to the bull market. So good to see. Hopefully it can do better than its last all-time high. It didn't break the 2018 bull run by much, only by, $30, $40. So, well, I wouldn't say it's safe to say, but you can kind of say that it's going to hit around that 380 to 400 mark. So from here, what are we looking at? Even if we just bought and held, you're looking at 3.8x return, which is not too bad. It's better than any bank, and you'll probably get that in just under sort of 3 years, which is pretty good. About 100% a year over 3 years. That's pretty good returns on an altcoin. So I know there's a lot of fear out there. A lot of people think everything's going to zero, and I know that's exactly how I felt in 2018. But I'll let you in on a little secret. If you check out the BLX chart on log scale, maybe go to the weekly so you can see the full chart, you can see that Bitcoin is moving up and to the right. Yes, it has some pullbacks. These are bear markets, but it's totally part of the process. Right now, we're at a good point. We're getting some good discount. I think we probably will get one more discount, so a little bit lower. But like I said, I think from there, we will go sideways, a bit like what we did here. We'll go sideways. We'll go sideways, and then we will go sideways for a bit, and then we will start the next leg of the bull run. So don't worry, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It will just take a little bit of time, but that's totally normal. Alrighty, I think I've covered what I want to cover today. Not many viewers, so we haven't gone through too many altcoins. We have done Ethereum, we have done BNB, we've done Litecoin. So I don't see, let's have a look on a 7-day, what's on discount. So Chiliz is pretty good. I like a bit of Decentraland. I like some Uniswap. So these are some of the tokens I'm kind of going to be looking at. Polygon as well. Maybe stack up on a few bags of everything else that I fancy, and just be ready. Long-term hold, 2 to 3 years, that's where we're going to see the returns. It's not going to be overnight, so we need to have some patience. All right, guys, that is it for the altcoin stream. I see we've got a couple of people that just jumped on. If you want to get your altcoin looked at, feel free to quickly comment in the chat box, and then I can have a quick look at it. If not, we'll call it a day, and I will catch you guys next week for the next altcoin technical analysis video. Doesn't look like we're going to get any takers, so that's all good. Thanks for watching, guys. Go back to the start. Check out some TA with Ethereum, BNB. And we did one more. I forget which one we did, but you can check those out. And we did Bitcoin as well at the start. So that's it from me. Catch you guys later and enjoy the rest of your hump day. Bye for now.